In today's video, we're going to talk about how to find a perfect painting in Punta Cana. We love our Dominican artwork. The warm earth tones are a perfect match for decor. And with so many styles and colors to choose from, it's so easy to find something that's perfect for your home. So let's look at the artwork that we've purchased over the years and how much we paid for each painting. Our first painting was purchased over 20 years ago for $60. It's a beautiful 3.5-foot wide original work by a Haitian artist named Saint Louis. We had it stretched and mounted on a beautiful bamboo frame for $125. To this day, it's still my favorite painting. I would expect to pay about $100 for this painting in 2023. The second painting we purchased was another Haitian artwork by an artist named Leonard. At 5.5 feet wide, it is much bigger than our first painting. The negotiated price for this painting was 125 American dollars. We had it mounted and stretched on a plain black frame for an additional $125. I would expect to pay about $200 for this painting in 2023. The third and fourth paintings we purchased are more recent, having been acquired in the last 5 years or so. They are also very big, measuring 5.5 feet in width. Both are from Haitian artists that were purchased for about $175 each. It cost $150 to stretch and frame both artworks. Today, I would expect to pay between $220 to $250 for these paintings. So how did I come up with the prices for my paintings? Well, I went on Amazon and searched for Dominican and Haitian art in a similar size and style to what I was looking to acquire. Now, I had a number of results, and they basically were between $50 to $125 US. Now, we have to bear in mind that these are reproductions. They are not original artworks, and that makes a big difference in terms of the value of what you're acquiring. Also, you have to note that what you buy on Amazon comes framed, whereas what you purchase at the market is a canvas, which you have to then frame when you get back home. And that also has to factor in on the price, because the framing is often the same price as the painting, if not more. So considering all those variables, that's what I use to determine what price I'm willing to pay for an artwork when I arrive at the marketplace. I should also note that some of my paintings are over 20 years old, and they've really stood up well over time. They haven't chipped, they haven't cracked, so they are pretty good quality. So now you've found a painting, you know what you want to pay for it, it's time to negotiate. Now, expect that the vendor will have a price set as well, and that price will be very high. They're hoping for, that one person, the sucker who's going to pay the full price. Don't do that. Go in, you know what your price is, you know what your fair value is, and stick to that price. Now, he may reject it. That might happen. If he does, do not be afraid to walk away. There's a dozen more stalls that, who will probably happily sell you a painting. But what I've found is I go one day, they reject my price, and then I go back a few days later, and again, they know you're interested in the painting, but they're still going to reject your price. And then on the third day, they finally come and say, okay, we'll give it to you for the price you want. So the negotiation process might happen right there and then, or it might play out over a couple of days. It's all part of the game. Okay, so you found the painting, you've agreed on a purchase price. What happens then? Well, the vendor will detach the canvas from the frame and roll it up carefully and hand it to you. Now, this rolled up painting is actually quite resilient. We brought quite a few of them on the plane with us from Punta Cana. Essentially, I was sitting on the plane and I had the rolled up painting next to me, next to my leg. I wouldn't advise putting it in your luggage or in the overhead bins because it might get damaged. So they're kind of fragile that way. If you bring a cardboard tube down to put the painting in, that's another option you might want to consider. As far as where you should buy your painting, I strongly recommend a flea market located between the Barcelo and Lopez hotels. This market has about a dozen stalls which feature nothing but paintings. So this is important because selection is everything. Do you want to go to a store that has 12 paintings, or do you want to go to a store that has hundreds of paintings? I would rather go to the latter just because you have a much wider selection and your chances of finding something that matches what you're what you want is much higher. Thank you for watching. I hope this video was informative and helpful. And if you're planning on visiting Punta Cana soon, I would strongly recommend subscribing to my channel, as I will be shooting a whole series of Bavaro Beach videos starting in January 2023 and discovering new bars, new restaurants, new things to visit, which are all walking distance from the beach. So something that might be helpful. Thanks again for watching. Talk to you later.